1.
If Judd can knock this pink into the left centre, it could work out well because he'll be opening the pink spot area up and developing reds, but because of all that, it will be putting extra pressure on Judd.
Judd Trump 1.
I really believe had they just stayed out there and not had an interval, most of this would not have happened, but they're just trying to settle back in. There's been sort of more missing going on at the start of this frame than the whole match, really.
Yes, it's not good for the pot success statistics. I'm sure it'll improve. It can only improve.
One.
But suddenly the bits of running he was getting pre-interval, he's not now. I remember a couple of flukes, one in particular. But, well, he's on nothing at all here.
Yeah, just have a look at this. He stuns through the gap. That's beautiful, but just wanted to glance off that red, not cannon it 4-ball, but maybe he can come off the left-hand side cushion and play the yellow here. I wouldn't want to come in behind a bolt colour to try and cannon something, because he could leave a free ball if it were to just go wrong.
Yellow.
Yellow ball.
It's coming off the right side cushion. Oh, it's good contact.
Judd Trump 1.
Not an easy path back to bolt for Judd Trump here. He may decide to play the red closest to the blue into other balls and screw back to bulk.
Well, what a difference it makes for Karen Wilson here. This cue ball hanging on for dear life as opposed to dropping in and having it in the D.
That's a wonderful pot, really is. He had to be very close to making the pot to avoid cannoning of the balls on the way back to bulk. You can see how close his cue ball goes to that red. I think Judd played it the traitor check side as well. Made the pot more difficult.
So a few full starts in this frame, but now Trump in. He made that 85 clearance in the third frame, a 52. Did a lot of the groundwork in the fourth.
Eight. Fourteen. Fifteen.
Judd has certainly earned this opportunity. He's potted a couple of terrific balls in this fifth frame. It's good that he has the pink in open play to focus on because the black is tied up. Still has
21.
maybe 5 or 6 possible reds here. But they're all in different parts of the table.
22. Twenty. 29.
Just a little short of pace there, Judd, so he's going to have to rethink this positionally. If he does play that red that's nearest the left-hand side cushion next, he could, in theory, play for the black into the right corner. Just depends how he lands on that red.
$35. Judd Trump, 35.
Just tried to work the cue ball there. He could have just ran through delicately for the black in the opposite corner. The black, though, would have been a little missable. So a chance for Kyron now to get back in this frame. This could be a very tight affair come the end of it.
I think that could apply to the match overall. This has the feeling of being a contest that may require all frames. They went to a decider last year in an earlier round. Just a bit mindful of that yellow. That's why he's tucked his waistcoat in. Deshislava Boshalova very much on the case.
Eight.
Black isn't available into either corner, and he doesn't have the best angle on this red. May have to hold for the pink into the same pocket.
Nine. 50. 16. 20.
'Aaron's turn to leave the cue ball significantly short. A couple of days ago, of course, before they recloth this table, that would have been easily firm enough to be high side of the pink, but not with this brand new cloth. Makes the cushions a lot deader. This is a massive shot
29.
coming up for Kyron. If he can knock this in, leave the cue ball where the red is pretty much, he'll be perfectly on the black to play for the 3 remaining reds that are slightly awkwardly placed.
Well, not the cleanest spot, but it's gone in.
Dear, can't get through to the red. The audience have just realised. Still has a cut along this top cushion, but you can see there's a rather severe angle on it, which makes the pot rather tricky. It's all going to come down, isn't it, to this red along the top cushion and the yellow, which Kyron will need.
$45. 50. 53.
So the big shot here to land on this yellow. He would, if he potted the yellow, he'd be 25 in front with 25 on, so he'd need the green as well.
Kyron won't like this. This is a rather tricky yellow he's left for himself. Wanted that cue ball much closer to the side cushion.
And also 60.
Yeah, well, he didn't take as much care over that yellow as I thought he would.
Well, didn't he play that one well? And Wilson knows if he leaves the yellow on, everything else is there for Trump to steal the frame.
Foul. No mess. Drop trump 4.
It's the thing I love about snooker, you know. Kyron's just made a really workmanlike 60 break there. But he just failed at the last. Just needed 2 more balls to win the frame, and now, all of a sudden, Judd's favourite to win this frame because he has Kyron snookered and all the colours are on the spots, barring the yellow, of course. No, long way away.
Foul. No mess. Drop trump 4.
And this is where it's a little more awkward now for Kyron. It's a brand new cloth, so the cushions aren't playing quite the same way as they were a couple of days ago.
Foul. No mess. Drop trump 4. Foul. No mess. Drop trump 4.
These are very useful points that Judd is racking up now. He misses, is that 4?
Yeah, 16 points already from this snooker.
Foul. No mess. Drop trump 4.
Try it.
Well, we'll see about this attempt, but in a funny way, that little heckle might have just taken a little bit of kind of the intensity out of this. But he still hasn't hit
No
it.
mess. Drop trump 4.
And well, these points are really stacking up now. In fact, Trump's in front in the frame.
Amazing, isn't it, Dave? Yeah, with these cushions, you see, they're sliding now and the ball is coming off them. It's skidding. That wasn't happening a couple of days ago. I think he's done it. Finally. A roar from the audience. It's a bigger ovation than the maximum from Sean Murphy earlier. Ah, great stuff. This has become the longest frame of the match so far. Average frame time 16 minutes, this one in progress already 22 and a half.
Foul. And a miss. Drop trump 5. Free ball.
This is awkward for Judd because Kyron's trying to come off the cushion here and flick the yellow behind the black, and if he were to play it much better the second time around, he could put Judd in trouble. So although Judd has a free ball, he needs to think this out. He can't put a colour safe because he'll need them himself. Unless he were to put the pink
Brown
safe.
ball.
I wonder what he's going to play here. Well, play to get the snooker, and actually the cue ball has stopped in time. He's played it well.
This all started, of course, because Wilson missed the yellow with the extended rest. Then he failed 6 times to make contact out of the snooker. Trump just looking to turn the screw.
Yeah, I'm going to say something here. I see a lot of players, and most of us use cues with a butt joint in where you can screw in an extension. And a lot of the top players, they're not going out into the auditorium with their extensions. That's going to be a free ball.
Foul.
Yeah, and they're playing their shots with these push-on extensions that are provided under the table. Now, it's a completely different type of a strike because it's basically a sleeve that you're putting over the cue. You're not actually screwing something into the cue, which makes for a much more solid implement. And I just can't help but think that players are missing pots with the rest and those extensions that they're putting on their cue because of it. It really does surprise me.
Well, the foul points have really been substantial, haven't they, from Wilson in this frame? Most of Trump's points seem to have come from fouls. Trump looking at the scoreboard, if he potted yellow, green and brown, he'd be 19 in front with 18 on, so just pushing the blue a little safer.
I think Kyron can just nick this yellow, but Judd's put that blue in the way a little bit here. Kyron's got to avoid it with the cue ball, which he's done, but he's left the yellow on.
Not his favourite ball in this frame. It's caused him all sorts of trouble, from missing it to failing to hit it out of snookers. Can Trump pot it? He needs yellow, green and brown to take a very dramatic frame. And after all that, he's missed it.
This positional shot from green to brown, very important with that blue so awkwardly positioned there. But it certainly isn't against the cushion, and it's on the right side of the table for Kyron. Drop this brown into the left centre. You can come between the pink and the black and may have some sort of position on the blue. It's a thin cut though.
And Wilson 5.
Trump, of course, now also needs the blue.
Well, decision time, Judd. Personally, I think I'd have a go at a double on the blue here because Judd can play the cue ball right in behind the black. Well, we'll take that. Thinking of it though, Dave, if he'd have potted the blue, he'd have been snookered and he'd have had to hit it.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, he's happy now the blue's not in.
Foul. No miss. Judd trump 5.
Well, he's really come a cropper in snooker positions, and of course if he doesn't hit it this time, he needs one himself. He's 14 behind with 18 on.
Well, this also looks high. Both times, I think myself and Dave have spotted that. He was aiming very high up on that side cushion.
No missed call because the snooker's needed, so I mean, the points that he's given away in this frame are virtually worth a frame, actually.
A couple of days ago, this shot that Kyron's playing would have been a lot easier than it is now, with the cushions skidding as they are. Oh, well done. That's a super shot, really is. I still fancy Judd to escape from this, but that's a great shot he's played there. Could come round the left-hand side of the black pocket, play off 2, maybe 3 cushions into the blue. Big chance he'd hit it. Problem is Judd being left-handed. Well, I think he'll still reach it. Certainly don't like that shot.
Foul. Kyron Wilson 5.
Well, what a frame. I mean, right from the off, there were mistakes. There's been all sorts of intrigue since high scoring, and now, crucially for Wilson, of course, he can win it again. Judd Trump has scored 84 points, but he could still lose the frame.
That wouldn't have been an easy decision for Kyron because he knows that Judd could potentially cross-double this blue. Luckily for Judd, Kyron can't see enough of the blue to stun him behind the black. He's looking to see if he can come in behind the black off the top cushion and kick the blue into bulk and get the snooker in behind the black, but can he create enough side spin to get in right behind the blue? It's not going to be easy. He could make a mess of this if he's not careful.
long they've been on this blue, 5.5 minutes. Is the blue in though? It is. What a pot from Trump. What a frame to win. Now, he wants this pink in because then it's one snooker to tie if it stays out. In it goes. Dramatic, to say the least. This was the pot. And it is Trump's frame. It was 34 minutes of real drama. And we've got plenty more.